Greetings everyone, and Gray here for another Cup Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on the south side as the Community Defense Doctrine. We have D-Locker, or D-Locker. Why did I say D-Locker? Ah, my brain's mush. And spawn on the top right side as red. So we got Massacre 99. You have some Ostrupen into Grenadier. That's an interesting build opener. Of course, Ostrupen are locked behind tier 1 along Grenadiers. They are very situationally not great. And of course, cons. Looks like a double comp engineer opener over here. Going for penal, so penals should be very effective. So, two unusual, less common build openers. You don't really see penal openers all too much anymore in 1v1s. And of course, you don't really see Ostrupen very much. So, a little bit uncommon fight, but that's perfectly fine. Uncommon, just not rare. When it comes to the Soviet doctrines, we have the Guard Motor Coordination Tactics, Shock Rifle Frontline, or Mechanized Support. Guards would be fine, though he's fighting against penals. Maybe Shock Troops would be a little bit better. IS-2, all the doctrines here are probably quite reasonable. Going for some basic wire there. Penals here, conventioners here. Nice thing about double comp engineer opener, doesn't really slow down your capturing effort, and comp engineers are a decent combat squad. We do have now M3 on the build queue, which is less useful against Wehrmacht since they do basically start out with Panzerfaust if they go for tier 1. And we've got a second Ostrupen squad there, so goes Ostrupen, Grenadier, Ostrupen. That's pretty unusual. Regular Grenadier is straightforward. Just do get behind some heavy cover there, so they should do just fine. Penal squad advancing, not receiving any damage, so it doesn't really matter if they're behind cover or not. Falls back to heavy cover there, very good. Some of the Grenadier models are a little bit exposed. Pioneers pretty forward. Grenadiers are not getting hit at the moment. Pioneers are taking the damage there. Ostrupen needs to stop, catch, start pushing forward. Maybe right there allows them to get range the penals. Those has to be a little bit closer, so probably going right there. It's not a good idea to get that close towards penals. Commenters can get over the back of the M3, provide some decent all-range protection. Though heavy cover is better than garrison cover, so being right there is perfectly fine. Penal squad does fall back. Grenadiers may need to push forward, maybe to the tree stump there for some light cover. Not taking too much damage at the moment. Really not doing much damage at all. Over here we do have the comms engineers, which before looks to do force back an Ostrupen squad. This one, soft retreat. Wehrmacht mortar point of view, unusual, but not a necessarily bad idea. Though he's fighting against tier 1, so it's not super great. First mortar shot is going to hit the M3, or the looks like it did splash the M3 quite nicely. You can try to charge it forward for Panzerfaust. Next mortar gets a decent splash hit there as well. Flamethrower now deployed in the field, and this next mortar, and that was actually a barrage order. Ostrupen need to fall back. We've seen two penal squads there. Right now he's prone to being wiped out, even for hitting the retreat button. Raiders do fall back there. We saw the Pioneers booting that bunker there, likely for an early med bunker. He has enough munitions for it. I just saw 60 munitions get subtracted, so med bunker likely on the build queue, or on the research queue. Upgrade panel, that's probably the best turn. Mortar needs to find the retreat button. And building some wire there. Oh, and the Ostrupen squad did get picked off there. Wasn't paying full attention to it, but it was very likely. Did a good job running him down. Grenadier's getting healed on up. Could go for another Grenadier. Maybe he's going for battle phase. He has gone for battle phase 1, so he could go for some Panzer Grenadiers. No, maybe not a bad idea to go for a 2-2. We'll need his other Pioneer squad back. He's lost quite a bit of terrain. Penal squad decapturing the cutoff sector. We have another penal squad on the build queue. He is going for a squad of Panzer Grenadiers in return. He has the duck and cover bulletin. That seems a good time for a rifle grenade. Don't get inside the garrison. It's not a good garrison to fight from. He gets inside the garrison. He has two windows firing. Panzer Grenadiers just need to rotate it towards one window. They would win out, though the mortar would be so useful. And 3 push up north. The Austrian squad may go down. This Comm Engineer is upgraded nothing. Nothing to build here as well. Comm Engineers rifles are still pretty good though. I heard a landmine detonation, so maybe a flare mine somewhere. Or maybe I just heard mortar detonations in the distance. Engineers push away forward. Does get a nice little flank there. Penal squad does fall back there. Mortar ran a little bit short. Engineers booting some wire over here as well. Doing a good job terror escaping. So the player has decent fuel reserve. No tier 3 built just yet. And the Wehrmacht player has, of course, battle phase 1. Could go for tier 2. Has built tier 2. May need eye for pack 40 relatively soon. But right now, maybe not so much. Does force back the pioneers there. Does pick off a model there immediately. Austrian have pretty bad target size. Going for another mortar, that's not very good. He's fighting against mobile units such as the penal. And so the extra mortar is going to not be super great. I will understand 2-2. It'll force some penals going for PTRSs, which will be actually a net negative for the penals.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Mortar. Range too far.
The territory is out of contact.
Double mortar is honestly more of a 2v2 or a team game. 2v2 and 3v3. Mortar gets a pretty good shot there on that penal squad. He may want to fall back a little bit early, even now. Just get a healed on up. We've got tier 3 now being built. Has enough fuel for a T-70. T-70 can now be summoned. Close range mortars were pretty accurate. Falls back with all the models still alive. Just take a bit of time to heal on up, but we will preserve all that manpower. Smokes out at that point there. Not a bad idea. Not really needed though. More wire being built. Pioneer squad does fall back there. 2-2 push right forward. Needs prioritized fire turned on. Gets a bit of damage there on that M3. 2-2 needs to keep on pushing forward. Does have to be careful about any landmines. Overdrive activated. Needs another auto cam burst. Not properly pursuing, so the M3 will escape on out of there. Grenadiers right there getting hit by penal and combat engineer. Penal squad not getting hit. Combat engineers do fall back nice and early due to rotating around there. Grenadiers getting ripped apart. T-70 now pushed away forward. No pack 40 being on the build queue yet for the Wehrmacht player. And not the penal squad push away forward. Mortars ran a little bit short, and I can open a shrink nearby. My apologies. T-70 pushing forward, does get a shot on the Panzergrenadiers with Panzerstrucks. Is going for pack 40 as well, so you will have an adequate amount of AT. Mortar, if it barrages a light cover, that'd be great for the Wehrmacht player. If it doesn't, that'd be great for the Soviet player. Do now have the Pioneers taking a bit of damage there. Pioneers will have a bit of smoke there. He can probably back off into it to avoid any additional damage. Penal squad does evacuate the garrison. Mortar a little bit exposed. May need to fall back there. Still barraging smoke rather than high explosive. Missed a little bit there. That mortar does fall back. Panzergrenadiers and Panzerstrucks push forward. Need heavy cover behind the tractor. Charging forward for a bundle grenade. Or not. I thought he was going for it. He ran out of munitions all of a sudden.
We are losing a sector.
Panzergrenadiers took a bit of damage there, starting to fall back there. We have some guards of PTRSs now blowing the field. Panzergrenadiers need to fall back. They do fall back. Good splashes on the Panzergrenadiers, not Panzergrenadiers, Penals. Force them back nice and early so we'll get that health recovered. Flamer car moving around. Don't see any landmines for the Soviet player. Has 100 munitions, so he's probably spent some munitions somewhere. Some on the Penal PTRS, some on the flamethrower. We do have a landmine there.
The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
And right now, Schuppen does get forced back there. Good chance they get wiped on out. Yeah, no, not even close. There's even a landmine there, which they did not find. Flamer Pioneers pushing forward, immolating the guards. Guards throw a grenade on top of the Penals, or Panzergrenadiers. Do take a fair amount of damage there. Guards need to fall back sooner rather than later. Try and plink down the 2-2. Guards take some damage on palm retreat. It looks like he will escape out with 3 of them.
Enemy forces are neutralizing a sector.
Throws out bundle grenade. Ooh, good amount of damage there. But does fall back. Keeps all the guys alive, so will not bleed any manpower. He's suddenly coming for a bit of a drive-by, hitting that Panzergrenadier. Trade mortar could take out some of these landmines. Gotta be careful where he's traveling.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
Engineer building another landmine over here, declaring that land as mined. At the current rate, he probably should have got the landmines build faster or cheaper Bolton. Why not both? T-70 pushing forward does find the mortar and crush some of the wire. Mortar falling him back. M3 pushing forward with the flamethrower. Grenadiers just immediately falls back. No LMG upgrade onto them just yet. The Imperial player has not been maintaining great income. The Soviet player has enough for Tier 4 and a T-34 76, which would be a better option than T-34 85 at the moment. Cheaper and more effective versus infantry, in my opinion. Flame Engineers or Pioneers pushing forward. Good mortar hit them the Penals. And the flamethrower was not a move forward, so he just took a lot of free damage there. Panzer Shreks will have a bit of trouble versus the Penal squad since they only have 2 STGs. So he has to just rely on the mortar support. Panzergrenadiers falling back. Do have the Blitz, the Combined Arms Aura passive. Austria straight forward. Austria will not be able to do much. The behind light covers was a heavy cover. Have to solely rely on the mortars. Panzergrenadiers straight forward. I think they're going. Yep, goes a bundle grenade. Does fall back in time.
The enemy is taking our territory.
Austria does fall back there. T-70 does take a bit of a splash hit there from the mortar. Pack 40, it's been out in the field for quite some time. Doesn't look like it's 0 experience the entire time. It has gotten off with 0 shots. And do now have a Katyusha on the build queue. That's probably not a bad idea versus the double mortars. Yeah, I can see that. Well, I think T-3476 may be a little bit better. Katyusha will probably be just fine. Great mortar hit on those guards. Ooh. We do have a barrage order, that's why it was accurate. Yep, if they didn't retreat back, that mortar would have wiped out that squad. Building some tank traps. Now the trench now being built. Grenadiers do take a bit of damage. Smoke over here. Grenadiers taking a bit of damage there.
We have 200 points remaining.
T-70 push right forward.
The enemy is attempting to
And do
steal
now
our
have
sector.
the M3 there. Good pen there onto the T-70. You have now Katusha Rocket Barrage running on in. Gets good hit there.
Enemy infantry is anti-tank.
It does take out the mortar.
The mortar
You have
sector
the
is cut off.
Ausschuppen falling on back, flamethrowing, immolating the penals.
We are losing a sector.
Mortar over here could get a tight close range shot. If it lands right in the middle of the formation, it could wipe it out. It's pretty wounded.
Armor and
I feel this mortar's gonna be deadly. He does move out the way. Oh, if he didn't move, that would have been deadly. My premonition, the accuracy was just right where I thought it would land. That would have been a squad wipe if he hadn't moved at the last moment. Pentagonier's soft retreating back to the mid bunker. Might as well hard retreat at that point in time. Let's see, the Wehrmacht player has finally researched Battle Phase 2. Nowhere near enough fuel for a Panzer IV. Needs at this point in time Panzer IV or Stug. Though, an Ostwood wouldn't be terrible at this exact moment. Just would be terrible in the near future. And the Wehrmacht player does surrender. It was a very well played game by the Soviets. And I do believe the Ausschuppen just weren't very good, and the mortar deployments were also not very good as well. This is Grade saying, keep watching, and on to the next replay.